Welcome to Practice Flute. I'm Dr. Matthew Allison, and today we're looking at the Kohler Opus 33 number 5 from Melodious and Progressive Studies Book 2. This etude is part of the ILMEA Cycle 1 audition materials for Illinois All-District and All-State ensembles. The first thing I would like to talk about is warming up for this, especially considering the first and third measures and those giant leaps. So we're going to take growing intervals from the middle F sharp, the F sharp at the top of the staff, and move diatonically above that. So we'll begin by playing F sharp, G, F sharp, F sharp, A, F sharp, F sharp, B, F sharp, F sharp, C sharp, F sharp, F sharp, D, F sharp, F sharp, E, F sharp, F sharp, octave F sharp, back to F sharp. When I listen to this etude in auditions and in my own students' lessons, I oftentimes will not hear the middle F sharp after the descending leaps. So give a little extra attention to the descending interval. G F sharp, A F sharp, B F sharp, C sharp F sharp, D F sharp, E F sharp, octave F sharps. And there's a number of ways you can practice those to help facilitate the lip flexibilities. Some of those ways are outlined in the practice book available on the website, the Flute Students' Steps to Success for the ILMEA Cycle 1. The next thing I'd like to talk about is in measure 5 and 6. Be careful in those ascending thirds and descending fourths, or the intervals, do not have any additional notes. So between the F sharp and A, make sure there's not a hint of a G, is oftentimes present. So practice those thirds especially. The first third that we have in measure 5 is F sharp, A. Then we have E, G, D, F sharp, C sharp, E, B, D, A sharp, and I'm going to use the thumb 1, right hand first finger, pinky fingering for the A sharp, and then a B natural. And practice the thirds in the next measure the same way. Take note that at the next measure, measure 6, there is a low D sharp. D sharp is enharmonically equivalent to an E flat. So the fingering down there will be thumb 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, pinky for that D sharp at the end of the measure. Also keep in mind, as we move forward, measure 9, those high register notes. It would be beneficial to practice just the tone on the high F sharp, E sharp, F sharp, G, F sharp. And do a number of tone exercises around there so that we feel super comfortable having a warm, rich, resonant, and not too sharp tone in that register. Similarly, for the following measures, when it goes down low, we have the same pattern of notes, but now it's down low and piano. So make sure that you have a clear core tone in those low register. I like to sometimes start a little bit spooky, a little bit more diffuse tone in the piano, and then increase the intensity of my sound as I increase the volume as well. Lastly, I'd like to point out measures 13, 14, 15, and 16th. We have gone from mostly playing 16th notes in this opening section to playing 8th notes, quarter notes, and tight notes. So make sure you're thinking of slowing the rhythm down. And speaking of rhythm, also take in consideration the tight notes in the beginning. So the rhythm at the beginning will be 1, E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, 1, E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, 1, E and a 3, E and a 4, E and a 1, E and a 3, E and a 4, E and a 1. And that tied rhythm continues throughout the entire opening section. If that is your tempo, then when we get to measure 13, we have 1 and 2 and 3, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 2, 3, 4, which is going to feel much, much slower. So make sure you're practicing this opening section with a metronome and paying attention to where you are in the measure, so you're not getting ahead in those tied notes, either at the beginning or those tied notes in measures 13 through 16. Happy practicing. If you would like any more resources, if you would like the musical examples broken down into smaller chunks, or if you're playing this well and you're just getting bored and need more variations on approaches to practice this, do please check out the practice book, Flute Students' Steps to Success, the ILMEA Cycle 1. You can find that on the website practiceflute.com. And please subscribe to this YouTube station.